everybody? Richard Warren here, AZ Replay, Week 7 here from the AZ Central Studios. We're bringing you guys the highlights, the recaps of all the biggest Arizona high school football action around the valley. Of course, I'm Richard here at RA Morin, AZC on Twitter, hashtag AZ Replay, at AZ Replay. We got Matt, we got Brian down there in the pits. Say hey, guys.
What's up,
Hello, everybody.
How was your day today, guys? How was your day?
It was pretty good.
That was awesome. It was excellent.
I have to ask that first, guys, because I did not have a good day today. It's Casual Friday today, in case you didn't notice. I'm wearing kind of a casual shirt. I got the hat on. Matt's not even wearing a tie.
I'm not even wearing a tie.
The world is burning down,
No
apparently. I've never seen you in the office without a tie.
It's weird.
Very rarely in the more than a year that I've almost been here, maybe 3 or 4 times.
And it was because I forgot. In a rush, getting the kids out the door. This is a special occasion. It's Casual Friday.
Well, speaking of a rush and driving quickly on a highway, this is proof in the pudding here how fast Richard drives on the freeway. So fast that his tires just blow out and the rims are exposed.
It's amazing.
Richard, this is impressive here.
That is my actual tire, my actual wheel. Actually, I shouldn't say it's my tire because there is no tire.
No.
The entire tire blew off of my car. That is what happened to me this afternoon.
You drive an 18-wheeler? Is that the whole plaid and the trucker hat? And this is what happens to those truckers.
It's true. I've seen it.
No let up tonight. Yeah, so that is what happened to me today, guys. I was on the side of the road for about 3.5 hours.
This is
so
Richard.
didn't have time to go home and get my usual self together. So this is what we're rocking with today. I hope that's cool for you. But yeah, so pretty interesting stuff. But I'm here. We're doing the show. We got highlights, guys. We got highlights. We've got scores.
Highlights. We're at a lot of games.
Yep.
Here's the games of the week that we're covering here.
Let's take a look at it. Here we go.
Oh,
so
the games. There they are.
That's
the games
magic.
we are at our game of the week. Richard Obert, the high school football gurus over there, Perry Chandler. We got highlights coming up just next for you guys. But first, let's tell you about Saguaro, Desert Edge, Arcadia, Mesquite, Sierra Linda, South Mountain, La Jolla, Valley Vista. We got some news for you from La Jolla as well. We're going to get to a little bit later on in the show.
And one of these games went into double overtime.
That's right. We had a double OT game. The last 4 we were at: Brophy, Hamilton, Mountain Ridge, Liberty, Gilbert Williams Field, and I missed that last one because Matt was a little quick on that trigger.
That was me.
That was
South Point and Saguaro.
South Point, Saguaro.
A Tucson matchup.
All right, we got
all
it for you guys.
All the way down in Tucson tonight.
But the first game we have, of course, Obert is...
Whoa, hit the brakes there.
Whoa,
I know
slow
that you
down.
basically are used to tires, blowing out, but we do have the AIA Open Division rankings.
That's right.
He's a little off kilter. We're going to help you out, Richard. We're here for you.
I know it's. I'm kind of disheveled here this afternoon. So.
Just the plaid shirt alone. Where's your pumpkin spice latte with that plaid shirt?
Come on.
Okay.
Anyways, AIA releases first Open Division rankings. You've got a lot of the usual suspects here: Chandler, South Point, Hamilton.
South Point, by the way, is only going to play 9 games this year.
That's interesting.
They're only playing
really?
9 games this
That's
year.
not very
I was
many
reading, Obert was talking about that, and as he was evaluating these teams, he said South Point's only playing 9 games this year.
That's interesting. I wonder how that will factor in. But this was all obviously prior to tonight's games. So I guess we should get started.
This is the top 8, yeah.
Top 8. Well, we had a couple of big bruisers going at it in our game of the week. It was Perry and it was Chandler, and Richard Obert, of course, is there for us. So let's take a look at some highlights that Richard's got for us. Eli Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Let's see what Obert's got for us. Chandler is going to be in those black jerseys. Perry with the white tops and the maroon bottom. So here's Chandler, quarterback, dropping back, catch inside the 5, and a nice easy score.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this.
Yeah, a little bit of a tussle there.
Yeah.
A little tussle there. Let's take a little rewind here on AZ Replay. See that pass getting inside the 5, and a nice easy score. But it looks like a couple of the receivers going at it. They're in the end zone there, down in Chandler. So I don't know about you guys. That's not Ohana. That doesn't look Ohana to me. That's Chandler's. That's Chandler's motto there. So there's one highlight from over. Let's see what else we got. Perry burns the blitz, and it's Brock Purdy to Jordan Young for a touchdown in the second quarter. Let's see what Chubba Purdy has for us. He's had a great season so far, guys. Great season. Nice over-the-middle pass, and he's in.
Beautiful.
Extends the hands and everything. Let's take another look at that one here on AZ Replay. Jordan Young drops back, and it's in there. And there you go for a touchdown for Perry. But was it enough,
McCabe
guys?
On the sidelines. That's Kevin McCabe right there on the old sidelines.
Was it enough, guys? Was Chubba Purdy enough? I don't think it was, guys. We don't have a final score from Oberton yet, but this game, 3 minutes left. It's 84-49 in favor of Chandler.
Jeez.
84-49. That was 13 minutes ago. Ober telling us 3 minutes left in the game, but at the rate this game is going, it's probably still about a minute and a half left to go. So we'll definitely get a final score for you guys later on in the show, of course. We will definitely get that to you guys.
He's working on it. I'm marking.
Going to keep refreshing over here.
Oh, we got time. We got time. We got all the time in the world. We're just chilling out here on a Friday night. The next game we had going on for you guys, Eric Norwood was out at Brophy, and Chandler Hamilton. Norwood had some great highlights for you guys. This is one of my favorite highlights of the night. I think it was a big sack for Brophy on the Hamilton quarterback.
I like the sacks.
Look at the defensive penetration here, guys. Escapes one, but there's...
I
mean, look at the crowd of red that just surrounds the pocket here.
It was almost like it was a screenplay that just broke up.
Yeah, he was looking for the screen, but...
I mean, I'm definitely a fan. We don't show too many defensive highlights on this show, but when we do, they're always very good ones. Here's an offensive highlight. It's a score for Hamilton, bringing them within 27-14. The Huskies kicking off a 78-yard drive with this score here. Quarterback rolling out, and he is going to take that one in, barreling in himself.
A little spin.
Here he comes, and he just takes him on there. View from the press box from Eric Norwood there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Norwood had some recaps for us after this one. Let's see what Norwood's timeline's got going on for us. Yep, we have Hamilton head coach Michael Zadebski on the 27-17 loss. Let's unmute this and see what Hamilton coach had to say about this one.
Whoops.
Hello.
Play it. Just give that a quick retweet. Refresh.
Retweet on replay.
Was in head coach
Michael
Zadebski after a tough 27-14 loss to Brophy. Coach, it's your first loss of the season. Just kind of give me your initial thoughts on the game.
We'll go in and watch film tomorrow and, see the parts of the game that we have to fix and try to make sure that, we can just work on our execution and, playing within the game.
Okay, and talk to me a little bit about the play of quarterback Nick Arvey. He had a tough game, but he seemed to battle through it.
He had a tough game, but, he's a battler, and, he continued to fight and continued to lead for 48 minutes.
Right, and obviously this was the first game in section play for you guys. Toughest section in the league, in the state, 6A Premier. Just kind of give me a few words on that.
Yeah, the physicality picks up, the speed picks up, the coaching picks up, the details pick up, and it's going to be the same thing next week when we play Basha.
Okay, and just give me a preview a bit of Basha, you guys, your next opponent.
They're a really good team. Their coaches do a great job with their kids. Their kids, work extremely hard, and they're very talented.
All right, Coach.
All right. Well, thanks, Eric, for giving us that
awesome.
that interview there for us. Let's get a final score, guys, if we can, in that Hamilton game. 27-14, Brophy moving to 7-0 on the season, guys. How about Brophy this year?
And a lot of it is their quarterback play. Winter was in.
Yeah, did I hear we had a little guest appearance from the backup? It was the son of one Kurt Warner, is that right?
Yeah, Elijah Warner got in the game a little bit there.
In the second quarter. And then
yeah.
Winter came back in the second half.
Yep, and that's Coach Jason Jewell, I believe, over there.
Yep.
Getting them in shape. And actually, I have a final, that Chandler-Perry game, 84-49. Was the final.
84-49 the final. Thank you, Matt.
God, that is so many points.
Jeez.
Thank you, Matt. It is 10:41 Arizona time here. That's 3 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
with a running clock at some point.
Yeah, they went to a running clock.
Goodness. That might be the longest game we've at least the longest game we bet at this year, guys.
Maybe. Yeah, certainly possible.
All right. Well, let's keep going on with this. We had Dana Scott out at Saguaro and Desert Edge for this one. The first highlight Dana gives us, Desert Edge quarterback Adrian Lara slips, then flips forward. I love the rhyming. Always a big fan. 59-yard touchdown pass for Desert Edge. Let's take a look at how this one unfolded.
Touchdown pass?
It was,
as in Dave Pash?
Dave Pash?
You know it.
Oh, but
look at that. And the stiff arm, and he's down there. Well, we got to take a look, guys. Look at the beginning of this one. Look at the quarterback He almost goes down right here, keeps himself up. That's a highlight.
Wide open receiver.
A big play for the Scorpions. I'm a big fan of that copper orange, too, on those
I do,
jerseys.
too. I like those
Yeah,
Desert Edge
beautiful.
uniforms.
I got to see that one more time, guys. Watch this.
Look at the
Almost goes
orange
down.
on
He's
the
up.
field,
There
too.
he is. And he...
Yeah, and the numbers.
That's a great highlight from Dana there. Desert Edge getting within a touchdown there. It was 21-14 at that time. And then we have Saguaro Sr. and ASU commit Will Schaffer running in a 9-yard touchdown play.
Will Schaefer.
I will forgive you. We know you were on the freeway for a while today.
Will Schaefer, excuse me on that one. Saguaro going up 35-14 on this one. Just right up the gut, classic football maneuver right there. And he's in. The SaberCats going up by multiple scores there, guys. Let's get a final on that. Let's see how this one ended in Scottsdale. 63-14. That was actually in Desert Edge, but of course they're celebrating in Scottsdale because the SaberCats are 6-1 now on the season, guys.
And this is going to help Saguaro be able to move up. They were actually they were in the top 10, right?
Yes.
And only the top 8 make the AIA Open Division. This will probably help them move up a little bit because they were at that bubble team right now, moving into the top 10 in the Open Division.
Absolutely. Well, Dana Scott after this game caught up with highly touted recruit Keely Ringo from Saguaro. Let's take a look at what Keely had to say after this win.
On that, it's there and go.
AZ Central Sports. It's Dana Scott here with Keely Ringo. He had 84 passing yards. 84 receiving yards and 61 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns tonight. Player of the game. Tell me about the Desert Edge defense that made you just walk right through.
I'm liking it a lot, honestly. My line did a very good job. Also, my other blockers on the outside, they made very great holes for me, and I was able to make it happen.
Do you feel that this is something where it's becoming more commonplace? You know, you had a pick as well, a pick 6, and it seemed like the refs got involved with some penalties. Do you feel that that was something that held you back in what you could have had, maybe 5 touchdowns tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, obviously the stat wasn't going to count on paper. But I just love coming out here and play with my team and just playing for my brothers, and all those stats were for them, most definitely.
All right, Dana,
nice win.
Yeah, thanks for catching up with Keely there, Dana. Let's look at those were our top 3 games of the week, but let's look at some other scores around the valley. Desert Ridge, a 41-24 win over Desert Vista. Mesa, 10-6 over Dobson, guys. That's a low-scoring game right there.
Considering all the other scores we've seen, yeah, that's very, very low scoring.
Absolutely. Highland blanking Mountain Point 30-0. I know Matt's pumping his fist over there. The Highland Hawks
pumping it for a shutout. Look at him. Look at the proud Highland grad here. Look at him go.
No shame. And then Pinnacle finally. I know a couple of Pinnacle grads. They're going to enjoy that shutout. 50-28 over Sandra Day O'Connor there. So those are some more scores we had around the league. We're going to get to one of our favorite scores of the night. That is going to be what South Mountain did. But before we get there, we got to update you guys on what's going on with Beyond the Gridiron, AZ Central's documentary series from down there at South Mountain, chronicling the Jaguars' 2019 season. Guys, if you haven't been watching this, you can head on over to the AZ Central and the AZ Central Sports YouTube pages. You can catch up. Episode 4 is on its way. Here's a sneak preview.
I have a very, very strong belief in God. I have a very, very strong belief in my faith. I will never, ever push my faith upon you. I want you to believe in something. Because if you can believe in something other than yourself, then you can believe in the person next to you.
I got a call. A nurse was just like, I have this eye up here. He's having a flare up with his MS. I'll be honest, I didn't even know what MS was.
It kind of makes you look like they're having a stroke, but it's not really a stroke.
You don't want to see nothing happen to your son.
I'm praying every day that he's able to play again.
Your healing power in coming and touching Josiah.
I respect them. Yeah, I could say when I'm not wrong, they come like Josiah died.
I love our football community. You don't have to be, blood to be family.
You never know who will be your brother if you you know, you play a sport with them, you know, you'll find a love in a lot of people, man, when you got to defend or rebound or throw a ball to them.
Touchdown!
Hey, he landed his helmet!
I didn't see targeting on that.
No, I'm just asking, can you get targeting on offense?
Yeah, we leave it.
Well, he just led just like that.
That day, I think we had one bad day at South and we had a riot. And I think that shame and tarnished our name. When you say South Mountain, you really saying South Phoenix. And when you look on the news, you know, it's rare that you get some positive. Most of the time we on the news, it's you know, a shooting going on, and that's a shame.
We're here not just to win football games, but we're here to change the community.
Now with the gated communities popping up all over South Mountain, now you start to have money come in.
Mountain 64, Camelback 28.
I tell people all the time, man, that pride you had when you said Southside or you say South Phoenix, if you just keep that pride, we'll never die.
Wednesday at 10 a.m., you can see the full episode for, again, the AZ Central and AZ Central Sports YouTube pages, so plenty of time for you guys to catch up if you haven't already started this series. Matt and Brian can tell you, I mean, this series is just getting better and better with every episode.
And this episode coming up, episode 4 on Wednesday, really is going to deal with a little bit more of the community and then behind the scenes of the faith and football coming together. Is sort of what I think the theme is.
Yeah, that's the overall theme. It's all about like just the community, where these kids live, where
you didn't turn your mic back on. Mic 4.
I'm on.
There you are. You're on.
Hey, okay. Okay. All right. I'm back.
Welcome
I'm
back.
Hey. Yeah, it's a great series. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited for the next episode, and we'll just keep on going, I think.
Fantastic. Well, make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll see how the team came together for this week's game against Sierra Linda. We had Evaristo out there for us, giving us the highlights. Let's check out, let's get rid of Dana here, because he served his purpose. We don't need
Dana.
Thanks, Dana.
Anymore. So let's head over to Evaristo. Let's see what Evaristo had for us, guys. I love this one right here. It's a 15-yard touchdown run for South Mountain that put them up 48-0, so a little bit of a spoiler alert for you in case you were looking for drama. It wasn't here, but there were still some good highlights, guys. Still some good highlights. The baby blue jerseys make it for me. Right into your living room. There he goes.
Oh, good cutback.
48-0. Let's run that one back here on AZ Replay. I mean, it's worth it for the jerseys alone, guys.
Pitch and go right.
There it is.
Good blocking downfield.
Reading the blocks, so good.
South Mountain really starting to find their form. You can kind of tell by that. Sierra Linda, though, did get on the board here. Let's back that one up real quick. Sierra Linda does get on the board at South Mountain. They fumble it in the end zone, but it's still called a touchdown by the official. So there you have it there. Let's keep going. We did catch up with co-head coaches Marcus and Mark Carter. Evaristo did catch up with them. So before we get you a final score, let's see what the coaches had to say about this one.
All right, coaches, what are your guys' overall thoughts in the game tonight?
I think we came out and did what we were supposed to do. As long as we're getting better every rep, I told them before the game, the score will take care of itself. So let's just go out there, let's compete, let's fly around, let's play our type of football, and let the chips fall where they may. So I think we did that tonight. We're hitting on all cylinders, and that's just the perfect way to go into our bye week so we can get better, get healthy.
Mark, what can you say about the performance of your offense tonight? You guys dropped 41 points in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they were clicking. Every game that, we've lost, it's just been miscues, offensively. And that's due to, we're fairly young. But at the end of the day, we don't make excuses. And like I said at the beginning of the season, it's on us as coaches. They're just doing what they're coached to do. And so we have to do a better job of getting everything in. And I think that we're doing that. It's been a lot of time in the film room, doing new drills and just, getting our guys hitting on all cylinders. And, when they're hitting all cylinders, that's what it looks like tonight.
And Marcus, what can you say about your defense? It looked pretty impressive tonight.
Man, we do a lot of hard work, man. We do a lot of studying, a lot of preparation. And we did have, even though the score may indicate that you know, we did a good game. We had a good game, and we did, but there's still always room to get better, and as long as we're getting better every single rep, that's all we can ask for. But I love the way they're flying around, they're communicating, they're playing with enthusiasm, and the great thing about defense, when you talk about good defenses from, you know, the top to the bottom, those guys who play around and play with enthusiasm and get into the ball, that's all we need.
All right, we had a final score there for you guys, 54-6. South Mountain over the 500 mark, guys. They're 4-3, get a nice win over Sierra Linda, who unfortunately falls to 0-7 on the season. But South Mountain, of course, guys, we've been following them along. We thank both coaches for being so accommodating to us all season long, and their candor, really.
And they're heading into their bye week
That's right.
next week, so this was a nice win to get on top, and they head into their bye week next week.
Absolutely. Well, guys, let's keep moving on here. Danny Shapiro was down Gilbert and Williams Field, a crosstown game. Will Plummer, a highly regarded quarterback, taking a big hit in this one. I'll tell you what, recruiters are not going to want to see this, guys. This is one you got to see. Boom! Oh, that's a big hit for a quarterback to take.
Ooh, that's the danger of going down.
Yep, right there.
Running those in.
But Will, fortunately, gets right back up. Of course, we hope that he was okay after that hit, but certainly doesn't look good. That was a big hit converged on by a couple of Williams Field defenders there. So, but you can see his teammates helping him up there. We obviously hope the best for Will. Let's take another look at that one here. Definitely a tough hit there. I mean, desperation time right at the goal line, guys, you know. Desperation time. You know, you're taught to keep guys out of your end zone, but you know, certainly not a hit you like to see.
No, and certainly, you know, at this level, these quarterbacks just go because they want to score.
This game tonight kind of just looks like it's going to be
Absolutely, guys. Well, Danny Shapiro giving us his final thoughts from Williams Field, eventual win over Gilbert. Let's hear what Danny had to say about this one.
This game tonight kind of just looked like it was going to be a back-and-forth offensive game. There wasn't many stops early. Williams Field actually scored on all 6 of its possessions offensively in the first half, and then really it was just Williams Field's defense kind of stepped up. They got some interceptions. They made some plays, and Williams Field, that Blackhawks offense was just really good all night. Final here is 52-28, Williams Field over Gilbert.
All right, thanks, Danny.
This game tonight kind of just looked like it was going to be a back-and-forth offensive game. There wasn't many stops early.
Season, a very respectable record for Williams Field over Gilbert. Thanks, Danny, for giving us that those highlights and that recap, guys. We absolutely love that. Let's keep moving on. We got Arcadia and Mesquite up next. We had Damian Adams out there.
Mesquite.
Ooh. Mesquite barbecue, right?
Mesquite. There you go. There you go.
That's how we do it right there. Absolutely.
Pull up the tire again.
All right, we have some highlights from this one. Damian Adams giving us the good stuff. Ty Thompson, a 9-yard touchdown pass. This one is just textbook, guys.
Here it comes. Oh,
right
there.
Woo! Man, too easy.
Oh, I got to see that again.
You can see the defender kind of loses his footing a little bit right about here.
Yeah, gets
loses
turned
his
around.
footing, and he's beat cleanly. I think it definitely would have been a contested touchdown, but I think the receiver had him all the way, even with a sure-footed defensive back there. But we had a 13-yard touchdown pass for Arcadia here, Caden Beeler. Let's take a look at what Arcadia is bringing to the table in terms of offense and what they were able to do against this tough Mesquite squad.
Oh, pass back across field again.
Boom! Right there. I love that highlight, guys. One more time, easy replay. That one confused me the first time, too. Just keep your eyes here.
The hydration also, I think, is part of your deal.
There we go.
Well, that was nice.
It's a nice pass there. Damian Adams giving us the good stuff. Let's refresh his timeline and see if he's got any good interviews for us. Yep. Oh. Let's take a look here. Retweeting Norwood. Love that. Here we go. We got Mesquite head coach Scott Hare after the win over Arcadia. Let's see what's going on.
The head coach from Mesquite High. Wild game out there today. What would you say was the key to the victory?
I really just think, the key to the victory was the fact that we just played for 48 minutes. We played hard. The kids absolutely battled, but so did Arcadia. I mean, it was fantastic. That's the kind of game I like to be a part of. That's why I'm in coaching, because I thought both teams played 48 minutes and left it on the field.
And your defense came through with some big turnovers today. Was that a point of emphasis coming into this game?
Well, I mean, we're always trying to get turnovers. I mean, the more turnovers we can get, the better. But I really am proud of the fact that the defense had to deal with a little bit of a lot of adversity down here. And they were able to overcome that adversity, get the ball back to the offense, and then obviously the offense went down and was able to score at the end of the game.
And on the game-winning touchdown play, was that deep pass the first option on that play?
That was the call.
Okay.
He can always go to the front side, but we did call a backside play on that. So we don't always do that, but on that particular play, we did have the backside option available to tie if he didn't like the front side.
All right, thanks, Damian, for being out there for us. It was a close one, but Arcadia falling just short, 34-28, guys.
And in this one, Arcadia had the ball with less than 2 minutes driving down. Big, long pass, intercepted, and the coach was talking about how well his defense stepped up. They drove down a little bit, and then as Damian said there, the deep pass was the call for Mesquite to score. And they win 34-28.
Absolutely, guys. Well, we had some news this week, too, some head coaching news. La Jolla head coach Devin Doriso was resigned from his position there at La Jolla, was accused of running up the score in a previous game. They were playing Valley Vista tonight, but coming off a 60-0 win over Glendale Copper Canyon, as Richard Obert writes on AZ Central Sports, a game in which Doriso said he was threatened to be removed from the sideline for the next game if his team scored another point in the second half. But Doriso was reinstated as head coach, and we had Chris Howley down at that La Jolla Valley Vista game for us. So let's see how La Jolla did in Coach Doriso's return to the sideline. First highlight we have here, Alfred Jordan giving the Lobos their first lead of the game. Let's take a look at that one. Right up the gut, goal line stand falls a little bit short, and La Jolla getting on the board there early on in this game. Chris Howley, I always love it because he puts his tweets in a thread. Absolutely love that. Here's a great touchdown for you. I remember this one because Chris Howley told us it's diving touchdown. So I immediately look at it, right?
In caps, it makes it easy.
Yep, Miguel Valdivino is diving in for the score. This is one of the highlights I think we're going to have to be replaying here on AZ Replay. Here we go, down corner sideline, dives in for the touchdown. And the Lobos extending their lead. Let's take another look here on AZ Replay. Fakes the handoff and keeps going.
Number 11.
Hey, replay it one more time and look at the block that number 11 plays on this defensive back here.
Yeah,
Watch
right
this. Coming right now.
Oh, yeah. That's a great catch, guys. I actually missed that one the first time around. You know what? You know what my biggest catch is here? Take a look at this. I'm going to pause it. Lobos on the back of the helmet.
That's nice.
I like that.
It's a good touch.
That's a really unique touch. I mean, you guys know I'm big on the uniform, so I absolutely love that.
You and me both. I actually get grief from my friends on Sundays when I comment on the different NFL and college jerseys on Saturdays.
All right, well, Chris Howley catching up with Devin Doriso, his first game back on the sideline with La Jolla. Let's hear what he had to say about this one.
Oh, you guys dominated from the get-go. Like, what was working well for you guys? You guys didn't seem to let up all night.
Well, we did. Like again, I try to teach my boys to play hard for 4 quarters. You know, we were able to exploit a few weaknesses on their side, and we made some adjustments on defense, which didn't allow them to throw the ball as much as they want to or run the ball as much as they wanted to. They're a good team, man. I take nothing away from them at all. They're a good team. Just so happened that tonight we were just a better team, but they're a great team. I give my hats off to them, sportsmanship, and I definitely, what I gotta say? We're trying to change the culture here at our school and bring a winning product to the field. And I'm fortunate that I had some boys that played hard for me and took care of business tonight. That's it.
All right, thanks, Chris, for catching up with Coach Doriso there. La Jolla in style, 48-7 over Valley Vista. Brian, how are you feeling about that one?
Oh boy. My son will not be happy.
No way.
He goes there. By the way, it was their homecoming tonight.
Oh,
Valley
that's
Vista's
right.
homecoming. What, Richard,
The monsoon.
does Valley Vista call their homecoming? Think of their mascot.
The Haboob.
Oh, that's actually not
That's
too
a pretty
bad.
good guess. That's a
It's
pretty good guess.
Storm coming.
The storm.
The storm coming. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
I'm not with it.
I think he's still dehydrated. He's still got problems from being on the freeway. Where's the tire? Pull up the tire again.
Who can say? Who can say, guys? Who can say? But we had one more game we have highlights for, guys. It was Sal Point and Saguaro. Jack Butler was out there for us. And, guys, we had a record broken in this game. And Jack Butler's got the video for us. Bijan Robinson, a highly touted recruit. Where's he committed, Matt?
Bijan Robinson is committed.
Texas. Matt, come on.
It's a Longhorn. I was just doing a dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause, yeah, right. Anyway,
dramatic reading.
Bijan Robinson becoming the 4A career rushing holder after this run, and boy, it was a pretty one here. You can see Bijan taking that handoff. A big run. He actually ends up getting stopped here right at the 1 yard line. It was actually was not called a touchdown here for us, but Bijan keeps going, and here we're going to see Jack recapping his celebration with teammates after breaking that record. Guys, this is what it's all about right here.
Congrats.
You love to see that one, guys. I mean, a lot of hard work. Bijan's been one of our Republic Players of the Year for quite some time now. Been on the radars of many major programs, a Texas commit, and has absolutely just been racking up the rushing yards down in Tucson. Doesn't get as much play as maybe a Day Hunter or somebody else, but because he's down in the old Pueblo, but Bijan Robinson, I mean, an absolute monster on the gridiron, guys.
He's up to 5,932 career yards.
That's
the new 4A record, and he's still got more games.
Absolutely amazing, guys. Well, let's take a look at that final score, shall we? Let's take a look and see how this one ended. 5-0 for South Point. Now they win 58-13 over Saguaro. That was their first loss of the season, too, and that was a decided. That was a lopsided win, too, guys.
Yeah, big game down in Tucson.
Big game down in Tucson. We got one more game to show you guys the score of. It was a double overtime thriller. We did have a reporter down there, guys. Double overtime. You don't see that very often. You don't see that, especially now. We've seen a lot of blowouts, but this one between Mountain Ridge and Liberty, 39-33, double overtime. Mountain Ridge to 5-2. The Liberty Lions falling to 4-2 on the season. That might have been the most exciting game we had on our slate, guys. But before we let you go, let's take a look at some of the other scores around the valley. There are so many to get to. I know my prospectors cleaned up tonight. They had a shutout. Fantastic stuff. And let's take a look here. Millennium 50-6 over Barry Goldwater. Higley 31-22 over Castile. Campo Verde 43-9 over Maricopa and Horizon. Getting near Chandler territory with 74 points to just 14 for North Canyon. Those were some of the other scores that we were following around the valley. Of course, guys, we want to remind you we're here every single Wednesday night at 10:30 p.m. Arizona time.
Friday night.
What's that?
Every single
I'm
night.
thinking of cover two. That's what it is.
Every night.
I'm thinking of gridiron also.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's what it was too. Yeah, so every Friday night at 10:30. Excuse me, guys. Of course, I got a little bit of less prep time today. I came into the office a little bit late from the tire fiasco, so I appreciate you guys sticking with us here. You can follow us on AZ Central Sports at AZC Sports on Twitter. Of course, AZ Replay. We're at AZ Replay on Twitter. We want you guys to be hashtagging AZ Replay all the time when you're out in the field, giving us all your highlights, your scores. You just want to chime into the conversation. We absolutely love it. So we appreciate you guys tuning in here on YouTube and Facebook. We're every Friday at 10:30 on azcentral.com and our various platforms. For Brian, for Matt, I'm Rick. We'll see you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.